I guess I would characterize it as this kind of perpetual sense of impending doom, always looking for, what's the next thing to happen? When's the next shoe going to drop? What are we going to have to deal with next? How is that going to impact our lives? Our community in particular has dealt with so much crisis and so much adversity over the past couple of years. Most significantly, the Camp Fire, which, as you know, was the deadliest and most destructive wildfire in the history of California. That incident, that event visited trauma upon every single member of our community. It left no one untouched. No one was unscarred by that.
Probably the most vulnerable population at the time were the children. One student that came to me, the mother and the kids ran away from their home while half of their home was on fire. They stood in the middle of an intersection so they don't get burned because everything around them was black with smoke and on fire. They couldn't see anything, they couldn't breathe well. Trees were falling down and propane tanks were exploding. And the fire was closing up really fast to a point that they were feeling the pain of the burn. And the only thing that saved them was a helicopter above them, throwing hundreds of gallons of water on top of them to keep them cold and to keep them wet and to keep the area away from fire a little bit. That's how they survived. So when they came to me, you could imagine what sort of a PTSD the child had. A 5-year-old child could not sleep well. If there was any kind of a sound that was a sudden sound in the house or outside of the house, he would be in massive PTSD, very much like our old Vietnam vets. Children are not armed with the skill to cope with this massive trauma that happens in their life, whether it happened through the fire or the subsidiary reasons. Children were the most important demographic that needed to be looked after because of the severity of the trauma.
While it may seem like this whole topic is overblown, the truth is that this dramatic increase in child trauma is not an exaggeration. According to the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, about 61% of adults surveyed across 25 states reported that they had experienced at least one type of adverse childhood experiences, or ACEs, and nearly 1 in 6 adults reported that they had experienced 4 or more types of ACEs. Survey data collected in California between 2008 and 2013 revealed a similar pattern. In Butte County, 76.5% of adults surveyed reported 1 or more adverse childhood experience. That's the highest percentage of all counties in the state.
So what we are learning happens during large-scale disaster, during what we call community trauma, is the system itself, the community system, the systems that help to heal, get so impacted, get so overwhelmed that we simply can't serve everybody who's in need.
The effect of cumulative trauma in the community can lead to a downward spiral where even the caregivers themselves and the systems they work in can become overwhelmed.
We know one thing for sure. An individual, one safe adult, can have a profound impact on a child's life.
Every interaction creates a reaction in yourself and in the other person or group of people that you're working with.
When we're able to sit with the child and work with the child on an individual level in the moment, it has a profound impact on their neurodevelopment, a profound impact on how they see the world around them.
Another phrase we often use is "you matter." And every moment matters, and you matter every moment.
By learning the right set of tools, we can learn to recognize the signs of toxic stress or trauma and take action in the moment to help reduce its negative effects and give our children a fighting chance to rise and thrive into the future.
We need to have all hands on deck when we are dealing with trauma, especially when we are dealing with a child's trauma.
Every adult, every moment is in a position to actually help a child be seen, help them feel safe, to come out with what's in them, and start to learn skills that help them be resilient and thrive throughout life despite adversity.
When we think about what helps ourselves as adults and our kids heal from scary, difficult, traumatic events, there are really 5 essential things that we think about. If we understand how to apply those 5 essential things to ourselves and help our kids to apply them, we set them on a path of resilience and thriving throughout their lives and throughout our lives.